Welcome back, once again adventurers, to Let's Play BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. In the last episode, Nu awoke from her slumber within the depths of the Azure to find herself in the city of Kagutsuchi, where she was met by Carl Clover and his sister Ada, aka the Noxictaurus Nirvana. And Carl intended to harvest the power of the Azure from Nu, since she mistakenly believed that she would be far easier to deal with than Ragda the Blood Edge. Needless to say, that mistake cost him. But now it appears that Nu is in the heart of the Inner World's branch headquarters of the Cathedral at the very top of Kagutsuchi. I don't recognize this place. The boy and his machine are gone. It seems that Nu does actually possess some awareness of her surroundings, although her overriding directives and impulse tend to, well, they have a far greater effect on her consciousness than she would admit. There is someone else here. He is looking at me.
Ah, there you are. Why the worried face?
And, who might you be, good sir?
Who?
Who indeed?
Were you getting lonely? Lost all by yourself? I guess some things just never change.
Wait a minute. Jin Kisaragi of the Inner Well. Why are you acting so friendly towards Nu all of a sudden? Because last I checked, you were incredibly hostile towards Nu in your previous encounters.
Never change?
What do you mean by that? Although I actually do think we have an inkling if you've been following this adventure thus far. I feel something deep in my heart. Yeah, there is in fact a reason for Jin's friendly demeanor here towards Nu. In my chest, someone in my memory.
Your face looks a little pale. Are you sure you're all right?
Yeah, it's very strange to see you behaving this way, Jin Kisaragi. Then again, well, your behavior has been nothing but strange, I suppose, over the course of your adult life.
Yeah.
And, it seems that Nu is responding without the mechanical overtones, it seems.
If Brother saw that face, I'm sure he'd be worried too.
Yeah. The reason why Jin is behaving towards Nu this way is because Nu just happens to resemble a certain someone. A certain someone very close to Ragnar the Blood Edge and Jin Kisaragi.
Brother?
Yeah, he's probably sweeping the hills looking for you right now.
And it seems that Jin actually doesn't realize the fact that he's in the cathedral and not the church where he and Ragnar grew up together.
Nearby. Searching for Nu?
Nu? That's not the person Brother's looking for. Brother is...
Yeah. The person that Ragnar was supposedly looking for, according to Jin, is not Nu, but their sister, Saya. A person who happens to resemble not only Nu 13, but also Lieutenant Noel Vermillion of the Inner Well as well. Yeah. So how could three people possibly resemble each other so perfectly? And, well, considering Nu's and Noel's connection to each other, which of course gives away the mystery at the beginning of Nu's story, the blonde-haired girl is in fact Noel Vermillion herself, if you'd know that if you'd followed Noel's story at this point. So if you have, it's not really a spoiler because it should be fairly obvious. But it actually begs the question. Saya couldn't possibly be a Murakumo unit because Nu and Noel are both, well, Noel doesn't realize she's a Murakumo unit, but she actually is. But yeah, things just keep getting stranger and stranger. But unfortunately for Jin, his daydreaming delusion is about to be cruelly shattered.
Sorry. Later.
And I think that was, that might have been a glimpse of what happened to the Murakumo units thanks to Ragnar the Blood Edge, while Nu was still sleeping.
You scum! The world will never accept you.
And it seems that Jin has finally realized who and what Nu is, and it seems that he understands Nu's significance. Indeed he does.
Situation unknown. Resolution searching. Undetermined. I don't understand.
Yeah, because Nu has no idea who Sire is, much less Jin Kisaragi, or Sire's relationship to Jin and Ragnar.
Shut up! You're an eyesore. Eyesore!
My body twitches. I feel emotions taking over. They feel foreign.
Help me.
Don't take my brother away from me!
Yeah, Jin knows exactly what Nu plans to do, whether she realizes it or not herself. But Jin is determined to prevent the events from happening again, with Nu dragging Ragnar into the cauldron, resulting in both the creation of the Black Beast as well as Jin's own transformation into the hero known as Hakumen. But Jin is determined to be hostile against Nu, and there is nothing for it but to actually fight. But even though Jin wields the Nox Nectorious Yukianasa, Nu has the power of the Murakumo,
Rebel.
and she is going to put it to very good use.
Action.
Wait!
No.
Here's something.
No. Get back here. There'll be no escape for you here, Jin Kisaragi.
What's wrong?
Lost that one there. Try and get your health down considerably.
That all you got?
Oh no, we have much more than that at our disposal right here and right now, but we shall finish you in due time. And we are victorious.
Justice. This is also destiny.
It seems that Nu herself is now aware of the destiny that binds Jin Kisaragi, Ragnar the Blood Edge, and herself. A future that Jin is determined to prevent at all cost, but one that Nu would gladly give herself over to.
Shut up! You heap of scrap metal! Your entire life is a fabrication!
As is yours, Jin Kisaragi.
Fabrication? Target successfully terminated. Right?
Did she kill him, or did she leave him mortally wounded, I wonder? That is a question for later.
I know this place.
Yes, indeed. Because this is the cauldron, where you have been sleeping all this time, and now you are awake. Outside the cauldron, where I always wake up, there is someone I don't know.
Who are you?
Do indeed. Perhaps we will find the answer to that question very soon.
Scanning complete. IFF determined. Processing. Target identified as identical.
Indeed, because here is Noelle Vermillion, yet she is not Noelle Vermillion in this instance. Upon meeting another Murakuma unit, Noelle's consciousness fades into the background, and the personality of the Murakuma unit, Mu-12, asserts itself. But while Mu-12 has the Nox Nectoris Bulwark at her disposal, it is not quite a match for the raw power of the Murakuma that Nu wields. So when we return, adventurers, this clash of the Murakumos is going to end only one way. Only one will survive. As always, adventurers, until next we meet.